That's f of x. Okay, so just start at 6, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. Okay, let's do the inverse. So to do the inverse, let's just reverse the points. That's the easiest way to do it, right? I'll show you an easy. You want to see a fast way to do this? It's a straight line. Do you guys agree with that? Yes. So here is a x-intercept of -2. What would be the opposite of an x-intercept of -2? A y-intercept of -2. Or think about this. This point's at -2, 0. So this point should be at 0, -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got the point at 0, 6, so it would have a 6, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then we know it goes 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Was that going a little too fast for you? Or do you kind of see? I just really did just reverse all my points tonight. F inverse of x, okay? And they are a nice little reflection over this line. Now you don't have to put this line in there. I like to because it shows that it does reflect over that line, y equals x. Now, what's the equation? Yeah, the middle line. The middle line, this just shows, this is not really even part of the answer, Lane, but it is the line of reflection. It just shows that they reflect over this line onto each other, okay? Now, how about the equation? Well, let's start off with f of x, but let's rewrite as y equals 3x plus 6. Let's change it to an x equals 3y plus 6, right? Switch the variables. Okay, so I wrote it as y instead of f of x, and then I switched the variables, right? So let's solve. Bring over the 6, so I'll have to subtract 6. I'll go x minus 6 equals 3y, right? Divide by 3, and I'll have a 1/3 x minus 2 equals y. And sure enough, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Take a look at my graph. Start at -2, up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3, right? Perfect. It's exactly what I want. So we'll say f inverse of x is equal to my 1/3 x minus 2. How's that? That's my inverse equation. Almost done. I don't think this is going to be a hard quiz for you. Yeah. Okay. All right. Last one, huh? You guys ready for the last one? All right. So if we have on 7, f of x is equal to x cubed minus 9, where x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So this actually has to be here. I'll show you why. It is x squared. Thank you, Marie. So, all right. I know if it's -9, I'm going to start. I got to go all the way down to -9. So I made my axis this way. I need to go down to -9. Okay. So let's put that one in blue. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. And it's a parabola, so we know how to graph parabolas. We'll just do our 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And I will not graph the back half because of that statement there. I'm just going to graph that and not the back half. This statement says make sure x is positive. We do not graph any negative x values, okay? We have to have that. We have to have that because it would not have an inverse. It wouldn't pass the horizontal line test, right? So that disclaimer needs to be there. Okay, so let's put in its inverse. Let's put that in red. So let's go ahead and graph that. I know this is the point at 0, -9, so its inverse would be at -9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? I'm just switching the points. This is the point at 1, -8. Let's go -8, 1, right? This point's at 2, -5. Let's reverse 2, -5 to be -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. This is at 3, 0. So we'll reverse 3, 0, make it 0, 3. that graph there. Now, let's talk about domain and range, right? And then we'll come up with the equation of the inverse, okay? So first of all, let's look at the domain of the original, okay? This is f of x. It's our regular f of x here, okay? Domain. How wide is it? Well, it's not negative, that's for darn sure. The domain is simply going to be x is greater than or equal to 0, right? Starts at 0 and moves over. Don't mess with my domain, right? Starts at 0 and goes over, right? Even though it's going up, it's always moving over. It's going up, but it's always moving over. Does that make sense? Okay. The range. Well, it starts at negative 9 and goes up, right? Starts at height of negative 9 goes up. So y is greater than or equal to negative 9, okay? Now let's look at the inverse. So the domain of f inverse of x, right? So the domain is the x. Starts at negative 9 and goes forward, right? So it's x is greater than or equal to negative 9. And the range is its height, lowest height up. Starts at a height of 0, goes up. So y is greater than or equal to 0. In fact, what we should see is the domain of one is the range of the other. The range of one is the domain of the other. That one's my range. They switch them over. What's that?
You have to switch it, right?
It does switch, yeah. So the domain of this will always be the range of that one, always, and the range of this one will always be the domain of that. Because we switch x and y's, right? And x's are the domains, y's are the range, so you're just switching x and y's, okay? Now, finally, we're almost done. We need the equation, right?
Wait, this one's an half.
And it says, so we also need to find the equation. What is the equation of the inverse, okay?
That's for 6, Davey. 7 doesn't ask for it.
Oh, I probably will, though. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
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 For what?
Yeah, I do need the equation. I will ask for the equation of this one. Okay. Two ways. One, I know it's a square root graph, but you might not, right? So if you take our y equals x squared minus 9, right? And I switch them, x equals y squared minus 9, right? Bring over the 9, right? So I'll have an x plus 9 equals y squared. Square root it. Now I'll write as f inverse of x is equal to the square root of x plus 9. How's that? Thumbs up, right? We can do this, huh?